Good evening and welcome to the Formula Racing League. Round 10 of the Tier 2 Championship takes us to the Miami International Autodrome in the city of Miami, in the state of Florida, in the country of the United States of America. Tom Kent's your commentator, and we are raring to go for 18 minutes of qualifying before a 29-lap race that follows. Following what he felt was a disappointment last week, Jack Berry is in the lead of the championship, 7 points clear over his nearest championship rival. That would happen to be Carlos Killer. And with Jay Hartnell's victory, that takes him to third place, 2 points behind Carlos Killer, 9 points off the top as we head into qualifying. Lorenzo in fourth place as well, 174 points. He's 26 points off the top, with Kaizen in fifth place. Last season's Tier 2 champion is 33 points off the top in sixth place. We've got 13 in the lobby at the moment. We should expect to see Bootsels I should pronounce it, join the lobby in a minute or so time. And whilst we are waiting for some drivers to make their way out onto the circuit, I thought I'd go through a little bit of what happened last week at Monza. It was a race of two halves, I think, or a race weekend of two halves. Obviously, we had the sprint, which was won by Jack Berry in the end, after he took pole position at the end of the short qualifying session. And in the race itself, well, it looked as though he was on course for victory before a late safety car allowed a lot of the field to catch up. And it was Jay Hartnell who was on full wets at the time, which happened to be the tyre to be on. He overtook him in the second part of Lesmo, and he won the race on the final lap there. And of course, myself, who was in as reserve, as I had a free evening, whilst my commentary commitments were on a post-season break. I came home to finish second after beating Jack to the line. He wasn't at all happy about it. Not that he had a go at me afterwards, but yeah, he felt it was a lost chance of a race victory. Jack has already won a race this season. Trying to find out what exactly has gone on there. Your regular commentator, just trying to remember who that is, actually, thinking of it. So normally the commentator for then is not around this evening for whatever reason, so I've had to step in. I was going to be racing with these lot, but decided to sacrifice that and fill in for your regular commentator for this evening, as we are seeing some drivers start some flying laps on track. And there's Lorenzo, fourth place in the Drivers' Championship. A lot of points still on offer at the moment. 6 rounds to go, including this one. After Miami, we go back to... Oh, and Lorenzo's lost it already. Down at what looks like turn number 5. He has dropped it on the entry. He's binned it in the barrier, and that is his qualifying session over. What an embarrassment for the AlphaTauri driver. So we know he's going to be starting at the back of the grid, and not only that, that's his set of soft tyres completely going in the bin. We'll go to Daz Parker, who wasn't around last week. And we've got a number of drivers missing this evening as well. We've got, just looking to see who isn't around. Well, Cavalis, Squiddly Diddly and Wild Dog are all absent for tonight. Your regular commentator, Enzo the Horse, as his PlayStation name would be, he's not around this evening. That was the name of the person I was trying to refer to. I had the wrong check-in displayed on my screen. But Daz is going over the line to post the first lap time of qualifying at 1:30.8, putting his Mercedes to the top of the timing sheets for now. There are a lot of other drivers who are eager to get some lap times on the board. Also, Pimis displacing him in the Alpine with a 1:29.9. We expect the pole position time to be around either a low 1:29 or a high 1:28. There is Nivi in the Williams, going to the top by nearly a couple of tenths over Pimis with a 1:29.7. Briefly, before Becco goes fastest, and now Carlos Killer has displaced him. So the track already improving as each driver crosses over the line. We've got Kaizen next over the line in the Aston Martin. And this lap time of his puts into the top by quite some margin. Nearly half a second clear over Carlos Killer in second place. And we've got Swinney, who is the next driver on a fast lap. He's just coming towards the mid part of the lap. This is turn 11 that he's approaching. And it was turn number 4 that Lorenzo had dropped it, not turn 7 as I was mistaken. I was looking at the corners on the track map. I looked at the circuit itself, and it's not turn 7, it's turn 4 is where he dropped it, and turn 5 is where he actually crashed. So Boot Sales is in the lobby now, which is good news, making it 14 drivers for tonight. And going back to what I was saying about the calendar, go to Imola next week, then it's Silverstone on the 24th, and then the final sprint, the third and final sprint for this season, will be on the streets of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, on the 31st. The Circuit of the Americas will play host to the penultimate round on the 7th of February, and then the final round will be on Valentine's Day, 14th of February, at the Hungaroring in Hungary. Given how the championship has been playing out during the course of this season, it could well go to the wire then. Well, Jack Berry, the championship leader, has had 2 wins and 6 podium finishes so far this season. He won the sprint at Monza last week as well. Now we've got Swinney, who's on a lap at the moment. He abandoned the previous one because he made a mistake somewhere. The championship got underway in November, so just trying to look back on when Berry actually won his 2 races. Meanwhile, here's Swinney, who's coming towards the line now, and it should be a 1:29. It's a 1:29.1, so that puts him on the second row for now, a little bit shy of where Carlos Killer is. I'm sure he'll build on that the next time he goes onto another set of soft tyres. Here's Nikedley in the McLaren. Just see Boot Sales go and post a time. It's the slowest of all those who have posted a time